Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and we are going to get to the bottom of these Scooby-Doo mysteries that just keep popping up. Ruh-roh, Shaggy! The absurdity of this new COVID 1984 Orwellian nightmare where questioning narratives is no longer allowed, yet common knowledge and Bernaysian talking points like alone together are everywhere. So there are certain things that we're going to be able to do on this broadcast right here, okay, on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, we're going to show you these two articles that if you're looking at the thumbnail right now, the headlines are, wait, what? FDA wants 55 years to process the old boopity-boop data. Not a shocker, not a surprise, because it's conventional wisdom. We have this data, okay? We're also going to be showing you bits and pieces on the flip of this of my confrontation about said data, such as the mystery. It's just, look at this. It's just a mystery. It's a Scooby-Doo mystery. How the flu disappeared for more than a year, according to Scientific American, and of course those great people over at the World Health Organization, who, it must be right because we're on YouTube and the World Health Organization decides what's correct, okay? So we're going to be able to do some of it here, and then we're going to do some of it on Rockfin. So you're going to want to make that free Rockfin. We're going to let the Dosh, as I like to call him, Peter Doshi, speak for himself, and then we're also going to play some of my confrontation with Dr. Katz, but again, that won't be allowed on YouTube. So make sure, guys, if you want to support this broadcast, that's really one of the main ways to do it. If you can't financially support it, I get it. That's cool. I want you to share the information. That's why 90+% of this stuff is all free. 99+%, 99.9%, really. And then you can find the other stuff everywhere. All my documentary films are free here. They're free down in the playlist section below on YouTube. I do want to say the GoFundMe is another great way to support me. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, hey, you could do that too, but I could be kicked off tomorrow. I could be kicked off mid-broadcast. Apparently, we got in trouble for cyberbullying Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell, maybe McGregor, maybe my audience. We don't know. It was an hour, 20-minute broadcast. It was absolutely absurd. If someone would like to point out where I was a big, bad cyberbully, please do so. I'd love to know about it. I want to say thank you to Odyssey for backing up my channel. And again, all the docs, Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture are all free and available here. I wonder if I could get in trouble for cyberbullying DARPA or maybe even Moderna by pointing out that they teamed up back in 2013 to use messenger RNA to fight pandemics, along with, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Merck, AstraZeneca, etc. I wonder if we can get in trouble for that. Why does this headline just never, it says it right here, but this page always has problems loading. Oh, look at that. Fight pandemics with mRNA drugs all the way back, 8 years ago. Weird. Just as weird as these mysteries. Now, we've highlighted this mystery before. I wonder what could be causing this. I have no idea. I mean, you look at the headline, you look at the picture, okay? And this is the Sunday Times out of the UK. And they're talking about Ireland, but you're seeing this stuff pop up all over the place. It's a mystery. And we can actually read some of this. I think this is really important. Let's read this. This is from Reuters. And we got the dueling, news agencies, right? Reuters and AP are probably, two of the biggest so-called raw agencies out there. And these stories are just over the top. So, Freedom of Information Act requests are rarely speedy. But when a group of scientists asked the federal government to share the data it relied upon in licensing Pfizer's you-know-what, the response went beyond typical bureaucratic foot-dragging, as in 55 years beyond. When this started getting tweeted at me, and I saw some of these, alternative type blue check marks also, talking about it. I was like, wow, is this real? And then I saw Alex Jones feature it on his show. And I was like, man, this is wild. I started looking at it. I knew it was real. And this is because Big Pharma and Big Government, they love you so much that they used Department of Defense technology, the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency technology, in association with Big Pharma under the cover of darkness, because they love you. Do you get it? They love you. Scoob? Scoob? Yeah. I would say I'm like Shaggy because I probably smoke more weed than Shaggy does. But you see, that's the archetype. They want to tell you the stoner is unintelligent, right? He's lazy. A hardworking man. That's how long the FDA in court papers this week proposes it should be given to review and release the trove of boop boop related documents responsive to the request. If a federal judge in Texas agrees, plaintiffs, public health, and medical professionals for transparency can expect to see the full record in 2076. Wild. 2076. Now, Doshi is going to talk about how Moderna says maybe at the end of 2022. And originally, I believe, he talks about another one until 2025. I don't want to speak for him, but we can't play that here. God forbid, I'll probably get kicked off. Again, we're hoping we can just read this article and we can read the next one. Because boy, oh boy, it's mystery time. The 1967 FOIA law requires federal agencies to respond to information requests within 20 business days. However, the time it takes to actually get the documents will vary depending on complexity of the request and any backlog of requests already pending at the agency. Now, what they're not going to tell you, okay, is that so many are exempt, and again, they put the JFK documents off again, and they blame that on COVID-19 84 till December 22. You think we're getting it next Christmas? You think we're getting a very JFK Christmas next year? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Okay? I mean, Justice Department lawyers representing the FDA note in court papers that the plaintiffs are seeking a huge amount of boop-boop related material, about 329,000 pages. Don't care. We want the source data. We want this. We the people deserve the source data. The fact that these companies shield their CEOs and associates from actual criminal liability in 99.999% of these cases, if not 100, when we're talking about shiggity shot sauce. You know what I'm saying? All right? It's absolutely crazy. Crazy. The plaintiffs, a group of more than 30 professors and scientists from universities, including Yale, Harvard, UCLA, and Brown, filed suit in September. Wow, weird. You didn't hear that anywhere. They filed suit in September in U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Texas, seeking expedited access to the records, as they should have. Hey, Scoob? I don't know. I mean, come on. This is madness. They say the releasing of information could help measure boop-boop skeptics, and the shot is indeed safe and effective, and thus increases confidence in Pfizer, the good people at Pfizer. Now, let's move on, because, again, we're going to go over to the Rockfin shortly. Can't play some of this stuff on YouTube, God forbid. Scientists are mystified as Africa avoids COVID disaster. Let me read you just a part of the second paragraph here, like how wild and how about your health this is, okay? And this is a quote. I'm not saying this, okay? I'm reading from AP. Don't suspend me, YouTube, please. COVID-19 is gone. When did you last hear of anyone who has died of COVID-19, Nadu said. The mask is to protect my pocket, he said. The police demand bribes, so I lose money if I don't move around with a mask. Wow. Huh. And Zimbabwe recorded just 33 new COVID-19 cases and 0 deaths, in line with a recent fall in the disease across the continent, where World Health Organization data shows that infections have been dropping since July of last year. This is yesterday. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. So guys, we're going to try to solve these mysteries over on the other side, but on YouTube, the World Health Organization is obviously the best thing since breakfast, and it's a mystery. They can't figure it out. I mean, I'm sure it was very, let me see. Do we even have that up here? I really hope that we do. Nope, that's not it. Is this it? Nope. Really? Let's see. We'll just bring it up live because we should listen to, let's see, it's NBC News. There it is. It's really the only thing I go to NBC News for. Wow. I mean, people that were telling us what to do during COVID 1984 and 2020 were involved in a sex scandal from 2018 to 2020 where girls as young as 13. I mean, is she believed to be 13 now? Were involved? And it was the biggest one yet? On top of the sex scandal they had before that? It's not really a sex scandal. These are pedophile scandals. It's weird. I don't want to cyberbully you or anything, WHO, but it's just weird you're an authoritative source engaged in, global pedophilia all the time. It's weird. Should I not be against that? Is that weird of me? So guys, we don't even have 50 thumbs over on YouTube. Thumbs it up, subscribe and share. Come on over right now to the Rockfin, make the free account, ROKFIN.com, and we're going to play Peter Doshi daring to say things like, this isn't science, this is a business. So we love you, YouTube.